Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 48 of Gains, and this one is titled Your Move, Yin. Once Aizawa had entered the classroom, you quietened down and paid attention as he spoke. Well, you looked like you were paying attention, but your mind wandered a little. What if I was the one to ask Bakugo out? Like, just to get some food or something? You wondered. You definitely did hang out with Kiri more outside of training at the gym with him. That much was certain. I'm going home tomorrow night, so maybe I'll ask him if he's free tonight, you thought. Content with that, you settled into class and made your plans to approach Bakugo at his locker later. It was later now, and you were determinedly making your way towards Bakugo. He had his head buried in the open locker and didn't see you coming, so he was a little surprised when he closed the metal door to find you standing right there. Move, he grunted suddenly. What? You asked. What do you want? He snapped. Do you want to get some food with me later? You asked bluntly, almost mechanically, since you'd been rehearsing the line all that afternoon, and more so on the walk from the classroom to his locker. He stopped and stared at you, and then smirked with that scowl he always had on his face. Fine, I'll go with you, he replied before stepping around you. 4 p.m, meet in the common room, don't be late. Wait, I'm the one that invited you, you replied in your head. Well, anyway, you were now looking forward to going out with him, so 4 p.m, you were in the common room, waiting patiently. While you sat there on the lounge, you thought that maybe you should go shopping for some new clothes, as these ones were starting to feel a little loose as well. You didn't so much mind the tops being loose, but the pants were a problem. If they ever fell down, it was curtains for you. You heard the elevator ding and looked up to see Bakugo emerging in ripped jeans and his favourite black t-shirt with skull on it, and nearly had a nosebleed. Yep, he was fine. Let's go, he grunted, jerking his head in the direction of the door since his hands were already cemented in his pockets and he didn't want to pull them out as he was sweating bullets at getting to be alone with you again. You left together then, heading off down the road towards the curry place. You hadn't said it was the curry place, but somehow he just knew. That, or he just wanted curry and that's where he was headed, irrespective of if you had other plans or not. So what did you want to get food? He asked once you had sat down in the place. No reason, I just wanted to hang out, that's all. You replied honestly. You weren't going to try and make up some story as to why you wanted to be with him. He grunted, then looked down at the menu. Is this a good idea? Have I ticked him off now? Maybe he feels like I've wasted his time. Your anxiety hustled your intrusive thoughts into action. I'm sorry, it was a selfish request. Did you have better things to do? You asked worriedly. Don't look at me like that, he snapped lightly, even though he was still looking down the menu. Don't pity me. I wanted to come, so I came. You relaxed and smiled at him, possibly your most natural smile you'd ever given him. Okay, he replied gently. What are you getting? Hurry up, I'm hungry, he said impatiently, and you chuckled a bit. I'll get what I got last time. It was really good, you said. He nodded, and then closed the menu and called the waiter over. He hadn't needed to look through the menu either, but he needed something to look at so that he wouldn't be caught looking into your eyes and blushing. You were just super cute today. He loved how you looked today, and most of all he liked that you had taken the initiative to come and ask him to come and get some food, and that you were making a lot more eye contact with him. He looked into your eyes once the waiter had walked away, and you looked back, waiting for him to say something because it looked like he wanted to. Yeah? You asked curiously. Nothing, he replied, looking away. But your eyes are bright today. Are they? You asked with surprise. Yeah, because I've got the chance now to compare them with other times. You're looking up more now, he said in his soft, grouchy voice. You felt your face heating up and quickly looked down. Well, thanks, you said softly with a smile at the table. He didn't say anything. Was just too captivated by how gorgeous you looked being all bashful because of him. Feeling his confidence, he took his hands from his pockets and rested back in the chair, slinging one arm out over the chair back next to him, and then the other hand on the table in front. For a few moments you couldn't look up at him, so asked your next few general questions at the table in front of you, trying not to get too flustered about his comment from before. You both chatted a little, then when the food arrived it was munch time. Bakugo was grateful for the break so he could have a think about what to do next while he shoved his face with food. Should I make it known? My feelings? He thought as he rammed a giant chopstick full of food into his mouth. What if she tells me that she likes dumb hair, and then it's all over? I can't lose. She's the only one I like. I need more time to win her over, but this is a start, he thought with furrowed brows, his eating getting more and more aggressive. You okay? you finally asked, after having seen him getting more and more angry in the way he looked and ate. Won't lose, he grunted softly, but you didn't quite hear him at that point, and you were too afraid to ask. You just kind of hummed in reply and hoped that that would suffice, and then kept eating, not much more being said between the two of you until the end of the meal. Let's go, he said once you had both finished eating. Go back? You asked with a bit of dejection in your voice. Was it something you'd said? No, he grunted as he got up and pulled his wallet out. We're going to the arcade. Oh, he said, slightly happier that he wasn't trying to cut the outing short. You were so happy and in your own mind that you didn't notice him paying for both your meals until he had turned around to face you. Then and only then did you realise. Wait, I need to pay, you said suddenly. It's already done. Let's go, hurry up, he replied gruffly, shoving his hands back into his pockets, with wallet as well, as he stalked past you. But wait! Hurry up, he snapped, making you abandon the argument and follow him out the door. Why the arcade? You asked as you caught up beside him. Because I can beat you at every game there, he replied with a cheeky smirk. I know this is completely unrelated, but you probably heard Kevin. Kevin the cricket is back. He's back in the background of the audio, singing away there, doing his best. He'll probably be here for chapter 49, which is tomorrow, so I'll see you all then along with him.